Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship with someone. This could have been in the past, could have been a current relationship, or can be still. It's really interesting. There is a whole lot of love here. For others of you, this could be a situationship, and for a small portion of you, this could be someone that you've met. There's a lot of gestures, there's a whole lot of energy, but no one's really speaking up. Wow, that's messy. Sorry. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I do not use spirit guides for anything, actually. And I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. So, a lot is going on. Scorpio. It's complicated, isn't it? Yes, it's complicated. We have your love, followed by my third party card, shapeshifting, laughter, death and rebirth, hearth and home, power, surrender, order. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have cycles. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Scorpio, the connection that I have with you, it is very loving and it is very deep. I feel this unconditional love for you, and I don't really know where it comes from. All I know is that, yes, I do have these feelings and emotions. The feeling that this is very sacred. It is very true. This love is clean. It is pure. And it is fresh and new for me. I also feel that in this connection, there is a sense of yearning and longing for you. Even though I may be doing something, I may be with someone doing something else on the path somewhere else, my mind is towards you. And I'm always thinking about you. You are a sweet distraction. And I do appreciate you as a friend, as a best friend. You are my confidant. I love you. You know what makes me happy. You know what makes my heart happy. You know what makes me tick. You know all of these things about me. And what's interesting is I don't even know why I've been so indecisive. Why can't I make up my mind? Why can't I make a choice? Certain things have happened over time, and I know that everything that has happened before, it was very rough and rugged. The road was rocky. There was a lot of turbulence. But moving forward, I want there to be calm. Calmness. Everything that happened before is gone now, but I am planning and hoping and praying that in the future, the connection will be smooth sailing. You are, I have recognized, someone who is like family. You are my hearth and home, and I can confide in you and not be afraid that you're going to judge me. I can talk to you and ask you for guidance, and you give me the right advice. When I'm cold and lonely, you are that one person who I can call, and you make it feel all better. I do feel that in this connection, you have this way of seducing me, and you don't even have to try. You are so seductive. What I find interesting, and I find difficult to avoid, is how you make me feel emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees. I wonder what would happen if we were to connect. I have surrendered myself to you, surrendered my mind, my heart, and my body to you. Before I thought I was the alpha, that I am the leader, I am the initiator. But now I see an alpha side in you as well, and I like it. I like what I see. I know that in this connection there's a sense of belonging now, where I belong to you and you belong to me. But before, I never let fate and destiny take its course. Now, however, I want it to. I want to be that one who just simply surrenders, and I want you to take the lead. If you lead, I would follow. And I need this help. I need all the help I can get because I am so confused. Absolutely confused. I'm at a crossroads right now, and I need to go either forwards, backwards, left, or right, but I'm surrounded by thick fog. This fog does not allow me to see what direction safely I can go in. The problem is if I just take a leap of faith and go anywhere, I actually might make a mistake and ruin things. I mean, I've already ruined what we have. I don't even want to know how much more damage I can do. For me, there is a lack of understanding. There is a lack of clarity. I find it difficult understanding certain things in this connection. It's hard for me because I want to dedicate myself to you. But I am confused. And there's a lack of understanding. I'm obsessing. And I'm obsessing over you. It's hard for me not to think about you in that way. But I think about the things that you and I have gone through, the things we have talked about, the information we have shared. So much has happened over time, and I just don't know how I can stop thinking about you. Sometimes it's not healthy. Most of the time it's not healthy, but I try. Overall, right now, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, something happens. And I'm always reminded of you. You are a sweet distraction. And I do love you. But I just can't make up my mind right now. I can't make a decision because there's a lack of clarity in my life. Scorpio, do I want a second chance with you? Yes. Absolutely yes. Because you have my heart. You have everything. You just don't know it. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter where I am. You're constantly on my mind. And that doesn't change. I don't think it can. All right. Scorpio. The one good thing here, for some of you, not all of you, some of you may not want to be with this person anymore. But for the majority of you, this person is going to want to reach out to you at some point in time because they want a second chance. This is my second chance card. Now that is my third party card. So some of you might be in a third party situation where there is an affair involved. 3 people, maybe even 4 people involved in this triangle or this circle or whatever. I guess 4 people would be a square. But there's more than the 2, right? And sometimes this card also talks about not just like having an affair, but it can talk about this person is unable to give you the time, energy, and effort that you deserve. They may be so busy with life, being burdened by restrictions, constraints with responsibilities, tasks, projects, taking care of a sick loved one, working several jobs all at once and just to pay the bills, right? And it's not several, that's just overkill. But there's a lot of time that is being spent doing something else that they find very important. That's the problem sometimes. And that would irritate an individual like yourself, like us, because they are not giving us that time. And we deserve that time. Now, part of this person's issue is the fact that there's something about this connection or their situation where they are that they do not have the full story, and therefore they cannot make a move, which is why they are stuck. Unfortunately, them being stuck also means that you are stuck. What are you to do about that? What are you going to do? Are you going to wait? Are you going to move on? Are you going to restart? This person wants to restart. The problem is, it's a no-no to start if the person is in a third party, because you're just going to be either the side person or what they call the third wheel, but you may not be able to get all of that dedicated self, and that's a problem because that will hurt. It may not hurt now, but when you get into third party situations, for example, like you may not be able to celebrate certain occasions together, right? Because one of you is committed somewhere else. So it is very difficult to exit from a third party situation. But what needs to be done is you guys need to talk. You guys need to find out, where is this headed? What is going to happen? Is somebody actually going to make a change in their lifestyle? Because often people don't. Is there something that an individual can do at home? Talk to a therapist, right? Find out, why is our relationship going downhill? All right, let's have a look. Now, this deck, this is the Lover's Path Tarot, and I like to have a look at this deck to see what happened in the past So things were going great for the both of you. And slowly things were accelerating. But then all of a sudden, things changed. There was a shift. And this person started to disconnect. And you were wondering what happened to them. This is that situation that happened back then. This person didn't tell you what was going on in their heart and their mind. And now today I'm going to tell you what it was. For those of you who are new, the first set of cards I just read, that is the current status. This is in the past. All right, let's have a look. This is for those of you that may never have received the closure that you deserved. This person may have ghosted you. They could have faded over time. They may have abandoned you. And you're wondering, what the hell did you do to deserve it? Right? All I ever did was give and love. That's life, guys. Sometimes it happens. It's not right, but it's a learning curve and it's an experience. Not a mistake. Don't consider it a mistake. It's an experience. Here we have the Prince of Arrows, and I do read these in the reverse. Wow. Indecisiveness, lack of clarity, and determination. Not really being determined. So this is the Prince of Arrows, right? Yep. Okay. So remember how I literally said those same words, right? For the card that you just had on this side, what was that? That was the order card you guys had. What I call order and chaos. You had that card. That talked to me a lot about this person completely being confused in life, specifically regarding this connection. Here, it's a similar feeling. Now, what's interesting, this is a prince, isn't it? It's not a queen, it's not a king, somebody who's not as mature at that level, right? So you're dealing with somebody who is very immature. They're not as wise, and they may not have had that much experience in life. And so they're trying to just kind of go with the flow, but they don't know the seriousness of the situation. Let's have a look here. We have here, okay, I'm being prompted to just, I keep seeing this and it's not going to stop until I say it. So somebody out there is connected to a male who is younger, very young, and it's not the mindsets between the both of you, it's quite different. So I just had to say that. I know many of you are from various age groups, but for some reason that little thing just popped up. So if I don't say anything, it's like a pop-up on a screen. It just keeps coming and coming, and I have to like press the X, right? Like it is on our computers. This is literally in my brain. That's what I see. And then it goes away. Otherwise it keeps coming up and it bothers me. So we have here the ability to move in an incisive way. This is how this person should have been. They wanted to create clarity from confusion. Being able to defend oneself brilliantly is what they wanted to do. But they were unable to defend themselves. They wanted to be a person who is helpful in terms of helping others articulate and using words. But this person could not do that. The main problem here in the reverse, Scorpio, it says not understanding as much as one would like to, feeling unable to stand up for oneself, inarticulate. So clearly, I don't know what this person's confused about. I mean, a relationship is a relationship. They might be confused if it is any kind of third-party situation where it could be an affair or the time, energy, and effort is being spent elsewhere and this person was completely confused. They don't even know what to do. How to manage. How do I do this? How can I be in a connection with Scorpio and still do whatever it is that I need to get done? How do I do that? Not realistic planning. Wisdom. The wisdom card is a wonderful card, but we're reading it in the reverse. Here it talks about a lack of knowledge, a lack of education, and not really being very enlightened. Wisdom was not gained from education, and they wanted to learn and turn their experiences into understanding, but they couldn't. Here it talks about a teacher who will share with you what you are seeking. But in the opposite, in the reverse, it would mean a teacher who was sharing with you, but was not teaching you the things that needed to be taught or learned. They needed to use wisdom to transform a difficult situation for the better. This is what your person was unable to do. They were unable to use wisdom to transform the situation into a better situation. We also have here the unwillingness to learn and a sense of superficiality, intimidated by intelligence or education, feeling limited by a lack of knowledge or understanding. So definitely guys, you're dealing with somebody here who is very, very youthful in a way. Either they are inexperienced or they are just immature. Because this is it's very much related to the Prince of Arrows as well, where there's a sense of superficiality, intimidated by intelligence or education. Why? Because the person before, in the other card, they're confused, right? There's a lack of understanding. So, you guys let me know in the comments below, why is this person so confused? What made them so confused? Is it the connection that the both of you have together? Or is it the circumstances that one is in and you just are confused as to what you should do? Or maybe you're confused because you don't know where this is headed. Either this is, well, I see this as Scorpio being the cross-watcher. This is them being confused, but I'm not sure if you know. Why are they? Maybe you can guess. But I clearly see here two cards that kind of make up the same theme, right? Plus, you did have earlier the order card, right? So I can clearly see this person is in some type of situation where they are unable to make a decision because of a lack of clarity. What do they need clarified? That is my question to you. I don't know what they need clarified, but I can only assume it's something to do with the relationship because this is a love reading. Do they need clarified from the other person that, you know what? I need to know where we are. I need to know where we're headed. I need to know if this is our path, right? So it could be a lack of clarity and direction of this connection. Maybe this connection doesn't have a direction, okay? And maybe that's the reason why this person is so confused. But at this point, I would say this could even be a little bit vice versa. Some of you guys might be confused and you don't know where the hell this connection is going because this person's not leaving that particular project or that location where they're staying or moving to, and maybe they're not leaving that person that they're with, right? You're just wondering, like, where are you headed with this? So it's very different, guys. This is very unique. You did get 3 cards that kind of talking about the same thing. Main word here is confused, very confused, lack of understanding, not knowing where one is headed, and not having the wisdom to actually be able to even handle it, which is exactly why this person is confused. You see, they wouldn't be confused if they'd been there, done that, right? It's because this person hasn't had that sort of experience because they're so vibrant and youthful. They haven't had those experiences, and that's why they're unable to make a decision, right? There's that lack of clarity, lack of understanding. All those clouds around this person, completely confused, not knowing which way to turn. Something like this, guys, all I can suggest is to take it easy with this person. Take it slow. And some of you might not even want to be with this person. But those of you that want to be, the best way of going about this is take it slow and steady. All right. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. Okay. Flipper card. The Beginner's Tarot. And here I have any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. Okay. Ooh. Good God. Somebody here's playing with fire. Some of you are in a connection with somebody who is in a third party. It's either you or them. For a small portion of you, remember this is a public reading for thousands of people with the grace of God. So it's not going to resonate for everybody, okay? If you do want a private reading, I do private readings. And you can find that on my website. I'll talk about that in a bit. Okay. Here, what I'm seeing is, first card the strongest, Ace of Swords. Your person of interest here has thought about many things, and they are starting to think of things. Okay, from their point of view, they're trying to think of things logically, practically, critically, emotionally detached, but also brilliantly. They want to cut to the heart of the matter. This is somebody now who is acting as if they are older and wiser than they actually are. Not a good idea, Crosswatcher. Just be yourself. After that, we have the beautiful ambition, the true goal, and it's very genuine. The Ten of Cups. It's gorgeous, right? This person wants to be in a connection with you and have that happily ever after with you. They want to be with you and have a good home, live with you, have maybe even children with you. This could be pets, plants, and just have a whole, this whole fruition, right? Happy sunshine days, going for picnics and things like that. Very positive. So this person is looking towards this type of a life with you because they want you. And here we also have the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, it does talk about how your person of interest, they have been waiting for the right chance. They've been waiting for the right time. They'll know it when they see it, and that's when they'll take action. When they take action, the world is going to crumble. Something huge is going to happen when they take action. It's like all hell is going to break loose. Okay? Something's going to happen here. And this is either in their life or in your life, hopefully not in yours. But there is going to be a huge realization and a tower moment. It could even be that they are now afraid that they're going to lose you forever. Why? Because all they're doing is just waiting for the ships to come in. Well, what if the ship is too heavy? Or there's some issue on the ship, right? Like there's delays, right? I'm actually seeing now travel delays. There could be, hopefully not, but some travel delays. And I do see here your person of interest is definitely in a situation where they want to make a move, but then something definitely is going to change the way they view this connection. It's more of a realization, an epiphany. It's not something bad. It may have a negative effect in some sort of way indirectly, but for the connection, it's a good thing, whatever's happening. So there's going to be some type of tower moment. We also have here the Page of Cups. They are now, they're not even a knight anymore, now they're a page. So they are wanting to reach out to you because they do love you. They are in love with you guys. This is proper love. This person is in love with you. And it's amazing though, because of the type of love they have, it's very much like, and I said this in a previous reading too, very much like puppy love. And it's because they don't have wisdom, right? This person is very youthful and vibrant. They could be guys in their 50s, 60s, 70s, right? Doesn't matter. People are still very vibrant and youthful. And on the inside, your soul is just about 25, 26 years old. So we all feel young. And it doesn't matter what your age is. This person is going to approach you in a very immature, timid, shy kind of way. They're going to make an offer. They may just give you a small message, send something to you, and you're going to have to interpret it in that way that, you know what, this person wants a little more than what they're mentioning here. Okay? So please understand, this person is going to reach out, but they're not going to be bold like a queen or a king. They're going to be very shy, very timid. But the good thing is, they're going to give it a try. Now, like I just said earlier, you're going to have to be the lead on this connection. Take it slow. Don't rush into anything. Why? Because your person of interest has a lot of growing up to do, a lot of experiences that they will have to go through before they even start to get into something serious with you guys. Now, for a small portion of you, like I said earlier, right, this could be a third party situation where this person just realizes, you know what, I don't care anymore. I'm going to shift the way my lifestyle is, and I'm going to make an offer. So for a small portion of you, that could also be the case. Wow. All right. Last but not least, let's see what the angels have to say about this one. I have here, and sometimes they say something completely opposite of what the reading was like, because they know it's not good for you. Sometimes, I'm just saying. So here I have the Archangel answer cards. I'm just going to do a quick prayer. All right. Within the next few weeks, we have here, you are ready. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. If you believe, we have here, look for a sign a year from now. Followed by don't stop. And then we have trust. Trust in the divine and the divine's plan. All right. So first card's the strongest we have here within the next few weeks. So this could be months as well, especially since we have the year right underneath it. So this could be the next few months. Certain things are going to change in your life, Scorpio, and you've unfortunately gone through a lot, okay? But please take this in stride. I think that's what they say, that the phrase that they use. It's important that you know that the things that you went through were there to make you stronger. And what we have here is you are ready. This shows me that within the next few months, the things that have happened to you in the past, it has made you emotionally, spiritually, and physically stronger than before, than the past version of yourself, like last year, the year before. Okay? So you have learned a few things now. And here we also have, if you believe, certain things will come to you in terms of manifestation. Do look for a sign. Now, when this does come up, I don't want you to go out looking for signs, okay? These signs and synchronicities and things like that, they come to you. You attract them, okay? And you will know when it comes. You'll know it when you see it, and that means something specifically to you. You will just automatically know it. So don't go out searching for it, because then that really doesn't have any meaning. But when it comes to you, you will be able to recognize it automatically. You'll just, in your heart, you'll just know it, in your intuition, in fact. We also have here a very huge timeline that's going to upset some of you. Now, this deck only goes up to a year from now. It doesn't go up to like 3 or 5 years from now. We have here a year from now. Okay. Will this person change their personality and go from the page to the knight to the queen to the king in just a few weeks or months? No. It is impossible for any human being, okay? It's not going to happen. As much as you would like it to happen. This person, just like a cake, okay? You got the ingredients, you put the cake in, now you're just waiting for it to rise, but you can't take it out too soon because you know what's going to happen. It's going to go flat. It's not the right kind of cake, right? It's not cake at that point. So here's the problem. There is this time period If some of you are willing to wait for this long, go ahead. But even when this person comes into your life, there is going to be a time period when they're going to try to still learn. When they come to you, they're not actually going to come to you as somebody who is that immature, okay? Like the wisdom card we had before. No, they're going to be more mature. However, because of the type of individual you're dealing with here, I would still recommend that you take the lead, okay? You take the lead. You be the one who sets the pace. You be assertive with this person. Let them know what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. Set healthy boundaries. These are what you can call like a formula, okay, for you to have a pretty good, well-balanced connection with this person. Don't rush into it. That will cause it to go downhill, okay? Now, a year from now, of course, this could be a few months, all right? This person has to learn and grow. And if you haven't reached out to them, you don't have to. But if you want to, the maximum I would tell you to say is like, I hope you're doing well. I'm here for you if you need me. And that's it. Okay? Don't communicate with them too much, at least not right now. Here we have don't stop. So keep that positive energy flowing. Don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep it coming, because you will be able to attract more positive energy with the love that is just radiating from you. And here we do have trust in the divine. Trust in God's plan. This is the holy white light of God. Trust in the plan that has been written for you in your book of life. Everybody's book of life is different. Everything is different. Realities, timelines are different. You take a different approach, your method, and the result will be different. And that's okay. Not everybody here is going to want to be with this person anymore. And that's okay, guys. The ones that want to shift, be that squirrel, as I always say, and hop off from that one branch, hop to the other branch. Okay? That outcome and that reality and that timeline is still written for you. There will still be an outcome. It's just that because you made a different decision, now your story is going to be different. No worries. It's still there for you. So don't hesitate to take a leap of faith if some of you are just not going to wait for this person, because I can see here personally that there's a lot of changes this person needs to go through in order to be in a healthy and happy relationship. We have here also the overall arching theme, communicate clearly. So here I would recommend that when you communicate with this person, it seems like they do get overwhelmed very fast, very easy. And remember, they get confused and they don't understand. So, boy oh boy, be very clear and very blunt with this person, okay? Just use words that are very direct. Be kind and be gentle, because you are dealing with a page. But when you do deal with them, make sure that there is no margin for error. Like there's no sort of second or double meaning kind of words, okay? Especially if you're going to be messaging them, like via email or text. You want to read it. So write it, take a break, go back and read it again, and make sure that it actually makes sense, and use your commas, but I would recommend using 5 bullet points, and that's it. Do not write paragraphs. Do not write pages. People get lost in the details. This person is a little sensitive, and I see that they get very confused. So there's a lack of understanding there, right? There's a lack of wisdom there. It's not their fault. This is just who they are. It's just who they are. And you know what? That's why you're here. You're here, yes, to teach them about love. That's what your responsibility is. That's one of your life's missions. I can see that here. One of the many. Life purposes. Scorpio, that is your reading, my dear. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated with you. And I said this before many times. Some of you do know, but for those of you who are new, I do have another channel called Asnointia Audio. Please do have a look and visit that channel. The videos are absolutely free, just like these videos. And there I talk about relationship-related advice, as well as past life and spiritual connections. I have some videos on that. What is that and who are such things? And also I have one on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove. Also, for those of you who are interested in personal readings, yes, I do love readings. Yay! I know. It does take me a while, guys, because there's a lot of orders that do come in, and sometimes I actually have to stop the orders because I do have another job, like my day job, and I do try to dedicate as much time as I can to all use. I do these, and then I do that in the evening, and then I go to work in the morning, and then there's always housework and all that kind of stuff. So let me know. If you guys are interested, have a look at the website. That's www.asnointia.com. And you can go to the rates and packages section. There you will see the ones that are currently available. So one I have on past life spiritual connections. And please do read the descriptions. That's why I have the descriptions there, so you know exactly what to expect when you receive it, okay? And I do love readings, right? So the love reading that I have right now that's available, it is a written report plus an audio. And so that will be very helpful for some of you. And I also have one that is called the Chakra Checkup Package. So for those of you who are new, I do have the ability of having a look remotely in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body to have a look at negative energies, to tell you what you have, how many you have, how to recognize these things, how to remove them from your life. So I do tell you those techniques there. And I also have Angel Fakeel. You can read a little bit about her on my homepage, on my website. She also confirms these numbers and what I see, so that I'm, double sure that, okay, this is what it is, and now we can get rid of such things. Also, for some of you that are just looking for random, it's not random. I mean, I have some very unique packages on my website that are self-help guides. And it is mostly on the theme of negative energies, but in various ways. So there may be certain things that you feel that are in your life that you need to look into. So I have one, how to create holy water, and how to drink that, like what to have in terms of the holy water. It's just plain water, but it's a method that I've created so you can have that for yourself. I also have one for negative energies, which is the Holy Light package, but that is without a reading, and that is a self-help guide. I also have one that is for family generational curse removal. Yes, some of you feel that this is the case. Yes, I have something for that too. The only reason I started creating these is because I've seen this over time in my other readings that people have these issues. So that's why I actually created them for all of you guys to actually get, and they are pretty reasonably priced. And I do have one actually. It's called Into the Light. Into the Light. And there's a lot of information behind this, but it is to help you help someone who has already passed away to cross over to the other side into the light. It's called Into the Light package. It's a beautiful package, and it is, I have instructions, I tell you what to do, and if it is meant to be, then yes, your person of interest, or not person of interest, God forbid, but somebody, anybody, right? Your ancestors, anybody who has passed on, they can cross over to the other side if you follow the method that I've created here. And this has all been intuitively, my higher intuitive self, and it works. There's a lot. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys again. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I am, in a way, a healer, a spiritual healer, and I feel that it's important for people to know that I can actually help them. So please do share this video and subscribe. All right, you all take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.